In 2020, everything fell apart. I lost my job during the pandemic. I was working in tech support, earning $65,000 a year, but somehow, I still had no savings. In fact, I had $14,000 in credit card debt. I wasn't spending wildly, but I was doing what everyone else was doing, eating out often, upgrading my phone every year, and buying little things online to treat myself after stressful days. It all added up. I didn't realize it at the time, but I was living for comfort, not for freedom. When I lost my job, panic set in. I had no idea how I'd pay rent. I remember lying awake at 3 a.m. searching for answers. That's when I found a post on Reddit about frugal living. The title was simple: Stop trading your freedom for convenience. It hit me hard. I was always tired, stressed, and broke. Not because I didn't earn enough, but because I didn't control how I used my money. That night, I made a decision. I would stop living like everyone else. I would learn how to live differently, on purpose. I didn't want luxury. I wanted freedom. That was the start of my journey. Not towards more money, but towards more power over my time, my choices, and my future. And it all began with one uncomfortable truth. I was spending my way into a life I didn't even like. Number 1. The rules I created: frugality as a system, not sacrifice. When I first heard the word frugal, I pictured someone who never had fun, eating plain rice, refusing to turn on the heater, and saying no to everything. That's not what I wanted. I didn't want to suffer, just to save a few dollars. But I also knew that what I had been doing, spending without thinking, wasn't working either. So I came up with my own system. I didn't copy anyone else's rules. I paid close attention to how I was spending and asked one question: does this bring real value to my life? If the answer was no, I cut it out. Not out of punishment, but out of purpose. I looked at my spending like building a circle of priorities. At the center were things I truly needed to survive: rent, healthy food, and internet. Around that were things that helped me grow, like my gym membership and books. Anything outside those two circles, I treated with caution. That meant no food delivery apps, no new clothes unless I truly needed them, and no shopping to escape boredom. Instead of seeing it as cutting back, I saw it as cleaning up. I stopped letting money leak out of my life without asking why. To keep myself on track, I used my banking app to separate my money into smaller sections: rent, food, savings, and so on. Every dollar had a job. Every choice had a reason. And slowly, I stopped feeling deprived. I actually felt more in control. I wasn't being cheap. I was building something. Frugality didn't take anything away from me. It gave me clarity, and that clarity led to confidence. And confidence? That's when the real change started to happen. Number 2. Social hacks: how I saved by building micro-communities. Frugal living doesn't have to be lonely. In fact, once I stopped trying to keep up with everyone else, I found better ways to connect, with less money and more meaning. I started a small group with 4 friends who also wanted to save money. We called it our Frugal Pod. Every Sunday, we met up to meal prep together, share groceries, and swap leftovers. It made cooking fun, and we all saved at least $100 a month by buying in bulk and wasting less food. We also started doing trade nights. Instead of going out and spending money, we'd hang out at someone's house and bring things we no longer needed: clothes, books, gadgets, and trade. One night, I gave away an old yoga mat and came home with a new jacket. Even better, we swapped skills. We didn't need to spend money, we just helped each other out. Later, we added more people. One person babysat in exchange for piano lessons. Another offered haircuts in return for help with taxes. We called it reciprocal living. It made us feel like a little village in a big city. Living frugally got a lot easier once I stopped doing it alone. We were all saving money, but more importantly, we were building something stronger than cash: community. Number 3. Digital minimalism: cutting out the algorithms that made me spend. One of the biggest reasons I used to spend too much was simple: my phone. Every time I opened Instagram, I saw people with perfect apartments or luxury vacations. I didn't even realize it, but those images made me want to spend. I wasn't buying things because I needed them. I was buying because I felt behind. So I tried something drastic. I deleted Instagram for 90 days. Just like that, my online shopping dropped. I saved over $2,800 in 3 months. Next, I unfollowed all the influencers and ads. I replaced social media with things that didn't make me want to spend, like reading blogs, listening to podcasts, or watching free YouTube videos about money and minimalism. I also added a browser extension that showed how many hours I'd need to work to afford something. So instead of seeing $89 shoes, I saw 5.5 hours of your time. That small change helped me pause before buying. Later, I turned my phone into minimalist mode. I deleted shopping apps, turned off push notifications, and kept only apps that helped me learn, save, or connect with people. The truth is, companies spend billions to get us to click and buy. I just decided I wouldn't make it easy for them anymore. By taking control of my screen, I took back control of my wallet and my mind. Number 4. The $0 weekend, redefining fun without spending. When I started living frugally, weekends were the hardest. I used to spend money without thinking, brunch, shopping, coffee runs, movie nights. I didn't even enjoy all of it. It was just what everyone did. So I challenged myself. Could I go one full weekend without spending a single dollar? Just one. That small idea became a new habit. I called it $0 Saturdays. Every Saturday, I'd plan a full day of free fun. I went to free museum days, joined local hiking groups, attended open mic nights, explored new neighborhoods on foot, and visited libraries I'd never been to before. I even learned to cook new meals using only what I already had at home. Over time, $0 Saturdays became something I looked forward to. They helped me slow down and enjoy life without rushing or spending. Even better, they made me grateful. I realized I didn't need to spend money to feel happy, entertained, or connected. I wasn't bored. I was free. Now, I do $0 weekends almost every month, not because I have to, but because they remind me that life's best moments often cost nothing at all. Number 5. Mini retirements instead of someday dreams. Most people wait until they're 65 to enjoy life. They work for decades, hoping to travel or relax someday. But I didn't want to wait that long. I wanted to live now, even if it was just in small doses. After saving $27,000 in 18 months, I took my first mini retirement. I quit my job and moved to Costa Rica for 3 months. I lived simply, spending just $700 a month, and worked online for only 10 hours a week. It was the first time in years I felt calm, rested, and alive. I spent my days walking on the beach, writing and reading. No alarm clocks, no rush hour. Just time to think and breathe. That's when I realized I didn't want a huge retirement in 40 years. I wanted small breaks throughout life. Time to rest, reset, and enjoy the world while I'm young and healthy. Now, I plan a mini retirement every 2 to 3 years. Sometimes it's a trip. Sometimes it's just taking a few months off to learn something new or focus on a passion. Frugal living made this possible. Because I spend less, I don't need to work nonstop. I've bought back my time. You don't need millions to feel retired. You just need enough to pause. And sometimes, that pause is more powerful than any paycheck. Number 6. Lifestyle creep-proofing, maintaining freedom when income grew. After living frugally for nearly 2 years, I got a new remote job paying $90,000 a year. It was more money than I'd ever made, but I didn't let it change how I lived. I still kept my $1,200 monthly budget, cooked at home, and took the bus. It wasn't because I had to, it was because I liked the freedom it gave me. Most people start spending more as soon as they earn more. That's called lifestyle creep, and it's the fastest way to lose control of your money. I didn't want to fall into that trap. So instead of upgrading my life, I upgraded my savings. I used the extra money to build a bigger emergency fund, invest more, and plan my next mini retirement. My rule was simple: spend like your future self is watching. Because every dollar I didn't spend became a step closer to more freedom. Number 7. The emotional ROI of frugal living. Before I started living frugally, I was always stressed about money. Even on good days, there was a quiet fear in the back of my mind. What if I lost my job again? What if an emergency came up? That fear ruled everything. But once I took control of my spending, something amazing happened. I started to sleep better. I worried less. I felt more confident, not just about money, but about my life overall. Frugality didn't just help my bank account, it changed how I saw myself. I no longer felt stuck or powerless. I felt proud, clear-headed, and free to make choices based on what mattered to me, not what I could afford in the moment. Money wasn't stressing me out anymore. It was helping me build a life I loved. My life costs less now, but it feels full and rich. You don't have to wait to feel free. You just have to decide what freedom looks like and take the first step. Don't just chase money, chase what it gives you: time, peace, and choices. Now, if you want to learn how to achieve financial success, then watch this video next. If you made it to this point in the video, please like and subscribe to the channel to see more content like this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.